Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
Hello out there, we're on the air. It's the Hockey Happy Hour. Wade Gordon here from your Hamilton, Ontario studios. Coming to you from Chilliwack. Well, we're in Hamilton, Ontario, but the game coming from Chilliwack, British Columbia. Game 1 is in the books. The Chicoutimi Fur Brigade have tasted defeat for the very first time in these playoffs. A 4-2 win over the for the Chilliwack Kernels, give them a 1-0 lead and put them 3 wins away from the championship of the 2021 CSPHLC season. And a big shot right off the bat from Ronnie Dupree, and Philippe Petlanier picks that one up. There is Patrick Lanko. Lanko to Leclerc. Takes a shot. Lanko, feeds it over to Glenn Goguet. And there's that top line again for Chicoutimi. They came in very big to end the game. Got off the pad of Laverdure, recovered by Lanko yet again behind to Goguet, trying to backhand it. Rebound is interrupted by a just pile of bodies already. Fillion Plant can't get his shot up, and Dan Queening, who delivered the check, takes it up ice by himself. Dispossessed as he crosses the blue line, and here come the Fur Brigade yet again. They have shown their intentions. They ended they are the team that scored the last 2 goals in game 1. So in a way, there's a bit of momentum. They didn't. They were down very early. They very much not likely they were going to come back from 4-0 down. But nonetheless, they put 2 goals past Jean-Yves Laverdure, who was just stopping them all day. There's a big shot by Chalette, and it's deflected off the blocker of Jean-Yves Laverdure, who has been very busy so far this first period, the first 5 minutes plus. Another shot from Fillion Plant is deflected. They cannot get discouraged. They know they've gotten past him before. That was kind of a matter of a mental hurdle to get over at the end of game 1. They got not just 1 but 2 goals past Jean-Yves Laverdure. Big collision at Chilliwack, still yet to really put a shot onto net, really, after that first attempt from Ronnie Dupree. No shot, and we're going to have, well, it's going to be a penalty. It's going to go the other way. Tripping is the call. Randy Esavesi looks like he's going to be going to the penalty box. Now we're going to head back down the ice. So Chilliwack, maybe 1 shot in that first, 7-minute blitz. And they've not, now they're going to get on the offensive here. So this is a chance for Chilliwack to quiet that momentum with a goal. Brumang shot, score! First attempt off the power play. And it's Patrice O'Dunk. Power play goal for him. His first of the series, his 4th of the playoffs. And this crowd just rested a little bit easier, knowing their team can just, it's an amazing feeling to know your team can just go right down the ice, absorb all the pressure they did from Chicoutimi for that first 7-minute span, and then pull off a turnaround like that. They've done that sort of thing to Oshawa. They did that sort of thing for much of game 1. Assists go to David Bromang. I believe that was Yves Vesseril. Bromang's second assist of the playoffs. Vesseril's third. First goal of the game goes to the home side in all green. Team with a 1-0 lead in the series. Janovic takes it off of Pierre Toussignas. Here's Lam Sablek on the breakaway. He's got some support from Sharpley to Cluck all by himself. Big save by Petlanier. There's Lam. Sablek takes that big hit. Vesseril goes low and tumbles over. I think it was a falling over. Here's Paul Cloutier. He had a goal. One of the 2 goals for Chicoutimi. Untimer hits the post. That was Benoit Poupoulet firing it. And, big collision. Poupoulet has to go retrieve that. Steve Belloni, Pierre Toussignas, and Paul Cloutier are on the ice for Chicoutimi. And they were that line that had a good amount of success in the late stages of game 1, hitting the post inches away from being tied up. There's Patrick Lanko, and Chicoutimi do not look deterred. They are back on the offensive. Toussignas loses it, and here comes Yves Vesseril. Shot from Vesseril right at the pads of Philippe Petlanier. He'll hold on to it. 8:05 to go in the first period. What a first period we've had in store so far. Again, Wade Gordon here from the Hamilton, Ontario studios. This is the Canadian Semi-Professional Hockey League of Canada, CSPHLC. Playoffs, the championship final, the top 2 seeds, the number 1 seed, Chilliwack Kernels in green, 25 regular season wins. They were the champions of the British Columbia division. Big shot by Langlois, and I'll get back to that in just a second. It's retrieved by Peter Carban. Go to the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade, the 2 seed. 22 regular season wins out of 34. They are the champions of the Quebec division. Chicoutimi dispatched of the Red Deer, the champions of the Prairie division, the 3 seed. In 4 games, 4-0, a sweep in the semifinals. As for Chilliwack, they needed all 7 games. They are riding a streak. They lost games 1, 2, and 3 to the 4th seed Oshawa Teeth. Came back and won all 4. Oshawa Teeth, the Ontario Division champions as well. Abbreviated season this year for various reasons. Here's Kevin Chalette, loses it. And Vadim Venice taken back by Randy Essavesi out of the box. He's the only penalty that's been served so far in this game. And here comes, Queening was harried, and Chalette ends up finally getting the puck away from him. Essavesi takes another shot from Queening, and back up the ice come the Fur Brigade. This is Jonathan Alvino all by himself, tries to put it on net, doesn't get full extension on the shot, and it ends up just kind of floating into Labrador's glove. Well, there you see Mike Labanarger leads all players in playoff goals, including his team. And of course, they played a couple more games than Chicoutimi, but still, those Chicoutimi Red Deer games were pretty lopsided in scoring, pretty high scoring games, especially for the team in white and maroon. Here's O'Dunk, has the 1 goal of the game so far, tries to one-time it to Kevin Saw. His shot a little too close on net to Petlani. He just had to put the skate there and take the deflection. And here comes the Fur Brigade. They cross the blue line, taking a tumble. I believe that was Toussignas. And back down the ice it goes. So Yves Leclerc can ready, holds it. He's trying, that's a dispossessed hit. He was double teamed there. I think Yves Vesseril and Francois Roindos sort of harrying him. Lanko takes a tumble into the boards, but so does I'm not sure who that was for Chilliwack. I didn't get a catch of the number. But back into the zone, and good forecheck so far. They're down 1-0 as the seconds tick away in the first period. But the Chicoutimi Fire Brigade have made their intentions known, trying to get a shot off, but they can't before the buzzer. 20 minutes in the books of game 2. Chicoutimi Fire Brigade have been on the offensive for the majority of it, but it was a Patrice Odong power play goal, the only penalty of the game, and it was the ultimate penalty suffered by Chicoutimi. Chilliwack Kernels have a 1-0 lead. They're up 1-0 in the series, trying to double that lead. We'll be back in just a moment. We're back with the second period of action. Wade Gordon here from the Hamilton, Ontario studios. On the game from Chilliwack, British Columbia, which is looking to be the center of attention as far as hockey goes. As far as I'm concerned here in Canada, the Fur Brigade actually were not the more, well, they had double the time, more than double the time on attack in the previous period than the Kernels, as Labernage with a shot, and Petlanier is able to cradle it for a face-off. First period stats to give you, the Chilliwack Kernels actually did have more shots than the Fire Brigade, 8-7, so just a very very slim margin, but the time on attack was more than doubled for Chicoutimi. But here's Queening to Ridge Row, back to the point of Venice. He's going to slide that in, lose it. Labernage trying to keep it back. It's carried away. Ronnie Dupree, carried away by Petlanier. Ronnie Dupree is able to get back, and Chilliwack back on their offense, setting up their offense. But a couple of hits, and the puck's going to slide all the way into the neutral zone. Here's Yves Leclerc. He's got a cross-ice pass to Goguette. Goguette goes high, but he misses it. It goes wide. Glenn Goguette. Big hit up against the boards, then Leclerc retrieves it to Van Thiedel. Here's Filian Plant. Glenn Goguette has 4 goals for the Chicoutimi Fire Brigade this playoff season. He's in the top 15 in the regular season as well. He had 17 goals. I believe he led the team in goals in the regular season. Here's Serge Alvino all by himself, puts it right at the big body of Jean-Yves Labrador. Essebesi, he scores! And look who it is, Patrick Linson. 5 assists, 8 shots on goal. Leading up to today, he finally gets his first playoff goal. And what an important one. What a feed by Randy Essebesi. Essebesi, his 4th assist of the playoffs. Patrick Linson, his 6th point, but his first playoff goal. And that kind of breaks through the seal, I think, for a guy who had 13 regular season goals. So, again, it's a pretty... Linson tries to slide in for another. He's got the confidence back. And it ends up being a little too close for comfort, and Labrador can just sort of poke it away with the stick. And Linson can just tumble right into the goaltender. Here's Bruce Landuker up to Cloutier. Cloutier yet again. He's got Steve Belloni on the left side. Could not get the outlet pass. And Bromang brings it back up for the Kernels. Jeff Sharpley to Lam Sublek. Sublek trying to center it to Guy. Barf Guy. Shot is wide. Sublek there with the rebound. The Bromang puts it right at the pads of Petlanier. Petlanier still in the guarded position. Tusignas able to get it back around the goal. And here comes Paul Cloutier. He loses it, but it puts the relief off of gives some relief to the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade. For the moment, there's Patrick Lanko retrieving it. Big scrum behind the net at the moment. Bologna there as well. Looks like it's being won. Well, it's not won by anyone, and Steve Bologna ends up with it. Bring it back up the ice all by himself. Oh, takes a massive hit by Francois Droindels. And he's going to be feeling that one. I think whenever he has kids, his kids will be feeling that one. I'm pretty sure he might have just crippled an elderly family member with how hard he got hit there. Anyway, Petlanier with the save. Stopping the clock. 10:56 to go in the second period. We're all tied up at 1 here in Game 2 of the CSPHLC Championship Final Series, best of 7, between the top 2 seeds, the Chilliwack Kernels and the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade. Langlois shot is wide. Petlanier on the rebound, puts a glove on it. Stops for another face-off. Pace control seems to be the key for the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade in this series. Both teams know how to be aggressive, overly aggressive, how to play their forecheck. It's just a matter of controlling that pace and stopping it when they can and when they need to. Here's Benoit Poupoulet to Jack Key, trying to set up the offense. Key shot is wide. It's a wrister. Ken Reddy finds it behind the net. Loses it. Peter Carbon throws a hit in. And here's Langlois to Ogquest back in possession. Oh, loses it in their own zone. Key! Oh, what a big save by Lavardor to stop Ken Reddy. Puck still stays with the Fur Brigade in the Chilliwack zone. Open poorly, finally trying to get the outlet. Cannot get it out. Is it? Well, we got into the puck. Yeah, the puck's outside of the zone. And up comes. Well, that was Open plurally, but the whistle blows for offside. What a series of chances for the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade. And that's really what they have to do. They have to keep that going. That's something that both teams are very good at doing. We've seen it in their semifinal series for both sides. But the Fur Brigade, they can't just rely on that. They need to be able to put those stops and kill any sort of momentum that Chilliwack is starting to build up. Whether it means just throwing in hits, whether it means stopping the action by freezing the puck, or just dumping it down ice. Whatever they need to do, they've been more successful when they can upset the rhythm of the Chilliwack Kernels just like that. They just don't want to get multiple chances, because that's when they can score. Petlanier will stop that off the first shot of that attack. 7:02 to go in the second period. It's been a physical game, but not a lot of penalties. So can't decide if our officiating crew is just tired, drunk, or if teams are actually playing to their standard. Here's S. Vesey. He's got a assist already. He's put a wrister. Bit of an ambitious effort. It's kind of Petlanier Labrador sort of watches it lose the start. That is a great shot by Ronnie Dupree, forcing a save. I don't know if it got deflected. Oh, the shot, and he scores! Well, who else could it be? Mike Labanarger. Well, the playoffs' leading goal scorer, Mike Labanarger, puts another one away for Chilliwack, and they regain the lead. There in the second period, it's 2-1. What a feed by Ronnie Dupree from behind the net. And Labanarger was right there where he needed to be. And he buries it past Philippe Petlanier.
Goal scored by number 16.
Ronnie Dupree's second assist of the playoffs.
14 minutes, 16
Labanarger, goal number 7. That is point number 10 for him. And here's Vadim Venice trying to get another one for Chilliwack. They're starting to feel it again. They have this crowd to back them up and to give them support. Ruslan Dulkar pulls that right off the stick and tries to get it up ice, but there is a 4-man jumble on the ice. Here's Landulker again. Somehow he ends up with it and takes a big hit. But to keep it in, to keep the puck in the zone, that's what's kind of the equivalent at this point of just sort of dumping the puck in, is taking it up, taking your hit at the blue line, and letting the puck just sort of tumble all the way down. That time the guy actually gets the chance to get a chance to dump it in. So what do I know? I guess it's just a new option. You just kind of accept the fact you're going to take your lumps. There's Tousignas trying to find Glenn Gaugette. He cannot get free with the shot. Cloutier dispossessed by Paul Cluck. And back up the ice come the Kernels. Lassa Black gonna skate it in all by himself. Puts it right at the skates of Pitlanier. And he will hold. 1:47 to go. The Fur Brigade find themselves yet again down by a goal. And there you see Mike Lapinarger. I don't think that counts today's goal. So I think he's now tied with Glenn Gaugette as far as overall playoff points. That will be his 10th point. Gaugette also at 10. So that's the only person behind him. That's Glenn Gaugette. Cut that very easily with so many assists and goals. Glenn Gaugette has been the star for the Fur Brigade. Oh, shot and he scores! It's Langlois. Darren Langlois off the rebound, and it's a 2-goal game. Langlois' first playoff goal. He only had 7 in the regular season. And that is the 4th line of Chilliwack coming in huge. Well, with 39 seconds to go in the second period, that changes the game quite a bit. Here's Patrick Linson trying to put something on net. Labrador will stop it and stop play immediately. Face off in the Chilliwack zone. A 2-goal lead with 1 period left to play. Face off is one. Poupoulet shot. Oh, right behind him. Labrador has to bend backwards and drop a glove on it. And show off one of his breakdancing moves. 8.3 seconds to go. Chicoutimi would like to see that happen again. Another one face-off. Face-off is one again. Kreslin puts a shot in. Doesn't take a clean shot. Takes a deflection. Linson trying to feed something in front. No one there for it. Shot is intercepted by Poupoulet. And that will do it for the second period. The Chilliwack Kernels a 2-goal lead. After Chicoutimi tie it up. Thanks to Patrick Linson. 2 big goals for the Kernels. Put them in an even better position than when they started the period. It's 3-1 with 20 minutes to go in regulation. Chilliwack looking to go up 2-0 in the series. We'll be back in just a moment. .20 minutes remain. The score 3-1. Shots very even. It was 17-15 in favor of the team that is leading. We'll say those two shots that make a difference are the 2 goals. Chilliwack Kernels looking to make it 6 straight wins in a row. They ended the season with a 7-game winning streak. They lost the first 3 games of the playoffs to Oshawa and have not looked back since. This would be win number 6 in a row in the playoffs. Here's Labanarger, tries to feed it a little too deep in too narrow of an angle, but they are back on the offensive. Queening all by himself, tries to feed it to somebody, but unfortunately he's all by himself, had no one to feed it to. Here's Glenn Goggett, cross-ice pass to Yves Leclerc. Leclerc to Plant. Plant trying to feed it in. A good poke check by Pat Ridgerow. And here come the Kernels here again. Hit from behind and big interception by Linson. Good intervention, excuse me. Linson. And that was Esavesi from behind. Here's it again and Cluck. Feed it up to Sablek. Sablek to Cluck. Cluck could not get the shot off, and here comes Randy Esavesi yet again. He has Linson, the only goal scorer of the Brigade today. Oh, shot hit the post again! Jonathan Alvino! And here comes Landulkar, puts a shot on net. Alvino scores! Well, cleans up his own mess, gets the goal. Jonathan Alvino. Landulkar and Esavesi get the assist. It's a 1-goal game. He hit the post. Landulkar's shot took a deflection. Alvino goes top shelf. Lavador could not get across his crease in time. 3-2, Chicoutimi still had a game. Well, we know how strong they played in the third period of the previous game. Do we have the same thing in mind? Do they have the same thing in mind? They're down by a goal this time. They're not down by 4, where they need to make a massive comeback. Joindos again, they come in and they score! Cloutier to Steve Maloney! And there is just disbelief on the dead mascot eyes of the Corn Goblin. We are all tied up. We are all tied up with 14:15 to go in regulation. Is the momentum changing? Is the tide turning? Can Chicoutimi get a game back in this series and make it a best of 5 where they will go to Saguenay, Quebec for game 3 and 4? Removing the home ice advantage with a win. Or will we have overtime for the first time in these playoffs? We get to have overtime. Just a track of how it's been. David Bromang to Patrice O'Donk. O'Donk's shot is wide. I get a weird feeling that I don't think we're done with goals today yet. Just the way that these two teams play, their style, and just the aggression that they show and the desperation they show, even when a game isn't on the line. I mean, you can just see it right there. There's Toussignas to Cloutier, back out to neutral ice. Cloutier all by himself while his team makes a line change, trying to feed it in. It's Ken Reddy. Comes in to support, but ultimately it's lost. That was Langlois, and shot, off the pads of Petlanier. Reddy back up the ice again. Takes a hit for his troubles. Trying to trace it down is Peter Carban. There's Carban looking to find a centering pass. He's got some options. Reddy is there. Reddy shoots it high over the net. Sort of hugs the boards. And big hit on Oven Plurley by Peter Carban. Good shift right now for that fourth line of Chicoutimi. And excellent defending by Benoit Poufoulet to redirect that shot. Here come the Fur Brigade yet again. That was Jack Key dispossessed. That line is still out there, actually. It's not even, they're not even done with their shift yet. Big stop again by Bihig again by Key, and Labrador holds it before he can give it up to one of his skaters. Here's Dan Queen. He gets past someone, and he scores! Dan Queening! Just enters the zone, finds his shot, has the space, and buries it top corner. He goes near side.
Goal scored by number 11. Assisted by number 25.
Anyway, here come the Fur Brigade down a goal yet again. Killian Plant to Glenn Goggett. Kevin Chalette will set up again. Goggett shot. Oh, scored it. Oh, almost got. I think it got cleared out of the crease. I don't know if even Labrador had it at any point. Messeril shot is stopped by Petlanier. 7:31 to go in regulation. The Chilliwack Kernels regained the lead thanks to Dan Queening. Look at that hit by Mike Labrador. Really just all-around player. Just not just a goal scorer for his team. Throws his body around as you expect from any player to do here in the CSPHLC. Well, it's out of the zone, and here's Jonathan Ovino, one of the goal scorers for Chicoutimi, to Patrick Linson. Another one, and Ovino is bothered enough to lose the puck to Pat Ridgerow. Ridgerow gets past the first defender. Ovino back to scoop it up, and here come the Fur Brigade. Ovino looking to put it on net, does not get a shot even off. Van Fiedel, great intervention to get the puck back for the away side. Silvestri taking a hit behind the boards, but really fighting for that puck. He's got help from Ovino. Back up to Fiedel. Linson's shot is blocked. Chalette, Ovino, he loses it. Back down the ice they go. Under 5 minutes to go. Van Fiedel regrouping behind his own net. Here come the Fur Brigade. Hit laid in. So for a moment, there's going to be some extra players, or a bit of an advantage. Shot, he scores! Kevin Chalette! We're tied up yet again. .409 to go. Steve Baloney and Van Fiedel with the assists. Kevin Chalette gets goal number 4 of these playoffs. That is tied the amount of goals he got for the in his entire regular season. Steve Baloney with the assist. That's point number 6 for him this playoff. There's Patrice O'Donk off the face-off. He's got a goal today. He puts a shot right at Petlanier. We'll stop it with 3:37 to go. Could we be seeing overtime? .337 left with two incredibly aggressive teams. Who can say at this point Steve Baloney and the Fur Brigade have shown so much more fire than they did in Game 1. They've taken that energy from that late game surge and placed it into the entirety of this 60-minute hockey game. Could be 60 minutes, could be even more. 2:30 left to go to find out. Langko tries to push it in. Offside is the call. So it'll be a neutral zone face-off after that sort of stalemate up against the boards. The puck sort of squared out there. Tomsenius did touch it. Face-off won by Chicoutimi. And here's Cloutier crossing the blue line. But loses it to Ronnie Dupree. Top line out there for Chilliwack at the moment. Weaning. Woodrow moves it out. Weaning takes a hit to Venice. Here's Labanarger again to Ridge Road. A Labanarger stopped by Petlanier. He'll hold it with 62 seconds to go.
In the third period.
Here come the Kernels again. Sharp pleat shot right at Petlanier. Under a minute to go. 40.6 seconds as he stops it. Back and forth stuff. Could we be headed for overtime? Face off in the Chicoutimi zone. Won ultimately by the Fur Brigade, and back up the ice they come. Leclerc loses it. Retrieved by Goguet. Gonna be a penalty coming against the Chilliwack Kernels. And yeah, interference the call. The Kernels with their first penalty of the game. It's going to Mike Labanarger. Let's see what he might have done. Yeah, he sort of just, he just sort of gets himself in the way. So for the final 30 seconds of regulation, the Fur Brigade will be on the power play. Let's see if they can make something happen of it. Ovino is going to skate in, puts the shot, doesn't go off. Goguet's shot is stopped by Labrador, and the puck is cleared all the way down the ice. Benoit Poupoulet loses it on Ogquest. And it was almost a shot, but he fanned on it, and Ovino, they will take it back to the neutral ice. Here's Glenn Goguet. 10 seconds to go for the Fur Brigade. And he loses it. Puck is cleared all the way down the ice. This might do it for regulation. Benoit Poupoulet has trouble getting it. Glenn Goguet is there to recover. And thanks to Randy Ogquest, giving him a hard time. That'll do it for regulation for the first time in the playoffs.
Fans, take a look at our scoreboard as
We have overtime. So we'll be back in just a moment with another 20 minutes. Next goal wins. Who will take game 2? We're tied at 4. Overtime hockey is coming up next.
Bit more flotation this stage, yeah, you can kind of brush them off the next day.
Next goal wins. Chicoutimi. Chilliwack. Game 2. Overtime. The Fur Brigade begin with a minute and a half left on a power play. Interference called to Mike Labanarger. Another penalty is coming up. We're going to get 5-on-3 hockey for a minute and 10 seconds. And interference is the call. Darren Langlois, just sort of throws his body in their way, and so 5-on-3 hockey for the Fur Brigade for a minute and 10 seconds. This crowd has gone nervous energy now at this point, but they start things off by clearing all the way up the ice. Here's Paul Cloutier back up to Esavesi to Steve Baloney. Baloney dumps it in. Chasing it down is Philly and Plant. Here's Patrick Linson. Linson up to Esavesi yet again. To Philly and Plant. Seconds left in the 5-on-3. Baloney's shot is stopped by Labrador. And it's back to 5-on-4 with 50 seconds to go as Labrador gets himself out of the box. Faced off in the Chilliwack zone. 50 seconds left on the power play. An interference call to Darren Langlois, and that was cleared out. I think it had out of play, so we'll see what face-off ends up back in the zone. Yeah. Face-off won by the Brigade. Cloutier's shot is redirected. Ovino over to Cloutier. Goguette has Cloutier to Ovino. Linson puts a shot on net. And big stop by Labrador. And the Chilliwack Kernels have killed a 5-on-3 power play. Back to even strength. Queening trying to bring it up ice. He's got Ridgerow. Cloutier dispossesses him. Tries to dump it in. Cannot get the puck past the defense. And here's Queen to Labrador. To Dupree. Ryan Dupree. Big pad save by Philippe Petlanier Linson. Oh, tries to put a pass right in front of his own net. And Petlanier, well, he's going to be screaming at his defense for that. That was nearly a disaster. After Petlanier had to make a huge save to stop Ronnie Dupree's shot. Face-off won by the Kernels, and Labrador has it, feeds it out to Guy. Shot wide by, I believe that was, I think that shot was by Queening. Queening to Labrador, tries to skate it in, and Petlanier stops him. Here comes Van Thiedel up the ice. Doesn't have a lot of help. He's got one option. Can he get to Goguette? He cannot. Stays in the zone. Gillette cannot put the shot in sharply. Skates it back around. Cross ice pass. Neutral zone again. Taking it all the way back into his own zone is Yves Leclerc. As the line change is made, here's Glenn Goguette. Goguette by himself. Gets his own. Rebound. He scores! All by himself, Glenn Goguette gets the game winner here in overtime. He just skates in, fools the defense, sees an opening, moves it to the other side of his stick, and just launches it past Jean-Yves Labrador and also himself into the net. Fans, that'll do it. We're all tied up at 1. We head to Saguenay, Quebec for Game 3. We'll see you next